Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Falcons offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Air Force. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things.
Played the position. When you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. got the first down and more. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this.
Oh, he's got some space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're in for a touchdown. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Burns. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Sends it back in motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Falcons have this offense rolling. Now on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Pressure coming. Lets it fly on the move. He makes a grab. And
quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. Can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Goes to the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little. Get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
Offense in a split backfield. The option look. He'll toss it. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. They'll try the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. On the option. Quick toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They go to the ground. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run the option. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's down. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Falcons are on the move. Power football with the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now on the move. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That ball will make its way out of the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got the back over the middle. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Working that left side now. Across the 25, he's got room. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Falcons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Trying play action. Touchdown Air Force! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many on this. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, Toretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. They're trailing by 10 to North Carolina. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And the punt team able to swing. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Right on the money. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that cat.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Falcons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stop him at the 16.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Motion from the back. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated. Get really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Gets the back moving. Here comes the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons will punt this one away.
To kick it away.
Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Under fire. Slings it downfield. Working on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll run the option. Shakes off the defender. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. Putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sticks it in his belly. Spins away from the defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Goes to the option. Breaks into the open. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. After run, now throw. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And to open the 4th quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. A little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
That's reeled in. It's Woodside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the ground with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback in his intent.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And it's in there for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 14 to Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on 2nd down. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Hand off from the shotgun.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. Excellent job on the punt. Bounce. They'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll send the back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got his man downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
They'll snap it from the 36 out of first down. The option look. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the back. Grab near the marker. It's Woodside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. Turning it on.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
On the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They're left with a tough fourth down situation here, but man, could they use 6 at this point in the game.
And in the fourth quarter, I just don't know how many shots you're going to have left. So it's not ideal. You'd love to be inside the 3 or inside the 1, but I still think this is an opportunity to be aggressive for this offense.
Looking to throw. Big fella moving. And it's a touchdown.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. Now the pitch. Got the first down and more. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. Sack here late in the fourth. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Falcons will punt it away on fourth down. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the...
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big